Hello loyal fans and subscribers, ninamorifanboi here with another Wi-Fi battle. I know it's been a long time since I've uploaded these, and believe me, it's been a long time since I've had one of these. I haven't just been, not doing this, out of laziness or whatever. I legit haven't had many battles. And in fact, the team you're looking at right now was actually made pre-bank. This battle was a few days after PokeBank came out, which is why you'll see my opponent Quinn actually has some members that aren't a Alola native or whatever. But mine was made before PokeBank came out. It was structured like way before PokeBank came out. It just took me so long to make it that by the time it did get made, PokeBank came out and the team became obsolete in a sense. And in fact, this team may or may not have been the inspiration for drafting a pseudo rain team in the PBF, but I digress. Today I have a battle against a friend named Wig, or Quinn as he goes by online, and he's got a pretty interesting team, and like I said, I have this pre-bank rain team. So without any further ado, let me just click play and get the battle started. You may notice there's no sound in this video and that the music is probably going to be, something by Glitch X City. I'll have to edit that in later. You'll see why in a little bit. But he leads with Cofagrigus, shiny Cofagrigus nonetheless, as I lead with my Pelipper to get up the rain. Pretty standard stuff. Get the good old drizzle going, Dr. Pelipper. And I just go for Scald right away. It is, as you can see, a 2-hit KO in the rain, even without the burn. Maybe with the burn with leftovers, but as you'll see, it doesn't have leftovers. It had a red card, and he went out to his Alolan Muck, and I don't really want to... I could try to burn it with Scald like I did the Cofagrigus, but I just opt to U-turn, go out to my Scizor on his either knockoff or poison attack, and knockoff does a decent amount of damage despite, all things considered. But now he's going to go back out to his Cofagrigus as I just probably go for the Roost. So yeah, there's the Roost. And he takes a little from burn, and he's probably not in range of my... I actually don't have whatchamacallit now that I think about it. I had Pursuit on that Scizor. Here I go out to my Araquanid on the predicted Will-O-Wisp because of Araquanid's water bubble. It can't be burnt. And right here I'm going to demonstrate Araquanid's power. I'm going to go for a Choice Banded, Rain Boosted, Water Bubble Boosted Liquidation. And this Ferrothorn is going to come in and take half. I'm sorry, I know Shofu does that, but had to do it. But yeah, it took half from that liquidation, which is good because, as you can see, nothing on my team really touches Ferrothorn, which was in hindsight, but like I said, this team was made before Bank came out. It was pre-Bank, before Bank came out, so I didn't build it around the idea of like Ferrothorn running around. So, as you can see, he went into his slacking after he went from Cofagrigus, and he actually pursues my Araquanid because I traced his mummy. Now he traced my mummy, so his slacking now has mummy, and I've never seen this strategy before, but apparently it's pretty common, or at least somewhat known. I've just never heard of it ever. Then I went into my Scizor, went for a Swords Dance, not expecting him to have Fire Punch, but of course he has Fire Punch, and it it does expectable damage in the rain, but isn't able to knock me out, of course, until, afterwards. I just decided to get off a little chip damage with Bullet Punch. Now I'm going to go out to my Dr. Pelipper, just because this is one of the few things that can live an attack. Just going to go for a Scald of my own, as he goes for Slack Off. Okay, I did go for U-turn. I was thinking I might have done this instead, but I get Mummy now. Doesn't really matter. Gonna go U-turn out into my my Kingdra, who has Swift Swim, can just go for Surf or whatever. Scald, it looks like, is able to knock out the Slacking, so, you know, good job, Kingdra. I'm Life Orb. I thought I was Specs, but you know, Life Orb is cool. So here he goes out to Muck, and if he is AV, I can't Oko, so I'm not going to stay in. Gonna sack my Araquanid as he knocks off and takes out my Araquanid. Here I'll go out to my Mamoswine. Just gonna try to knock out this Muck with an Earthquake. Okay, I went for Stealth Rock first, it looks like. As he goes for knockoff, doing over half to my Mamoswine, not getting a poison, because I, you know, expected him to save the Muck. I guess that's why I went for late game rocks. I expected him to save the Muck and not take an Earthquake, but he stayed in, so I went for Earthquake again as he stayed in again, and I took out the one thing that was kind of preventing my Kingdra from running through his team. So now he goes out to Gyarados. I'm just gonna, you know, stay in, not allow him to set up, go for my Icicle Spear, I believe I have, over Ice Shard. I didn't think he would Mega Evolve right there, and you see he didn't. Now I'm gonna go out to my Tapu Koko and just go for, I believe, U-Turn. I might go for Volt Switch. I don't remember what's on his team, if he has anything ground type. Looks like he goes out to his Ferrothorn, which, like I said earlier, I can't really touch with this team. Araquanid did half with a banded Liquidation in the rain, but it's dead now, so can't really dent it like that again. So my best option is to go out to Pelipper and try to burn it, I determined. And this right here is actually why I ended up doing it this way, where I'm like narrating afterwards and gonna have to add different music, because this end game right here is going to be a lot of stalling, because like I mentioned, this team I made isn't equipped to deal with Ferrothorn, so I can't really, the best I can do is like chip away at it, and he has leftovers and Leech Seed, so he's gonna be, you know, stalling and recovering to try to, you know, prevent me from powering through his Ferrothorn. And I'm just gonna, like I said, try to whittle it down. He goes out to Gyarados on my probably Scald again. Yeah. And no burn, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, no burn. And I'm just gonna go for U-Turn right now, if I'm not mistaken. As he goes for Earthquake, I believe here he said he thought Pelipper outsped Gyarados or something, but I don't know what's up with that. Either way, I U-turn on out, go into my Tapu Koko, and just gonna go for Thunderbolt, because I figured even if Ferrothorn comes in, it's still gonna be, you know, decent damage in the, or do I have Thunder instead of Thunderbolt? If I have Thunder over Thunderbolt, then I'll probably go for Volt Switch right here, not wanting to risk Thunder since the rain isn't up. We'll find out right now. Yeah, looks like I have Thunder on this Tapu Koko, which would make sense, and I don't want to risk, you know, Thunder since the rain isn't up. So just gonna Volt Switch there. Go out to my Pelipper, most likely, yep. Get up the rain, try to burn his Ferrothorn. I get a little damaged. Get up the Drizzle. You know, standard stuff. Oh, he still has a Gliscor that I completely forgot about. But I believe I still have a Kingdra. Well, he goes for Sub on my Pelipper, so I'm definitely gonna break that with Scald. I'm just trying to think what else I have. I have this. Tapu Koko is the second to last, and then Kingdra. So there he gets poisoned. Then he goes for Protect again, and this is, you know, again, he's just like protecting a lot, so that's kind of why I'm speeding through this. So as you'll see here, he goes for Toxic, as I'm gonna Scald, and okay, that is a knockout. It didn't look like it, but it looks like it was. Here he goes out to Mr. Pokey, the Ferrothorn, and like I said, I'm just gonna continuously go for Scald to try to, you know, well, roost on the predicted Protect. I remember that. But eventually I'm just gonna go for Scald, and then as you'll see, eventually after that, like I go for a few Scalds and never get burns. So as you'll see, eventually I just go for Hurricane after I determine that Scald isn't going to work. So I just go for solid damage, maybe try to get some confusion hacks with Hurricane. And, you know, just, this is pretty much the end of the game. Doubling back and forth. Go out to Tapu Koko. Went out to Tapu Koko on his Power Whip. Almost died. Not quite, though. And I'm just gonna go for Thunder in the Rain. And as you'll see, it does some damage. Like, pretty decent damage, all things considered. And now it's actually in range of Hurricane, if I'm not mistaken. Even after the leftovers right there and the probably Turnip Protect right here. But I'm just gonna go for Hurricane, try to knock it out. As I get up the Rain again, so Hurricane is accurate. Yeah, Hurricane, no Protect, and down goes the Ferrothorn. So there's that. Like I said, I had to speed up the end there, so this, I've never tried speeding up a thing before, like post-narration, so my ending narration might be a little off timing, and I apologize for that. Hopefully I won't like have to resort to this again, but just wanted to get a battle up because I haven't had a battle in a long time, and subsequently haven't had a battle video in a long time, and wanted to get something up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Next time I have a battle, it'll be with a PokeBank team, so look forward to that. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.